again. Okay, so even if you stick and sometimes you're there and you're doing that little thing, I see this from Carissa, I see this from Denis, they're fighting in landing, but they're also doing that little thing sometimes. You could get, some judges will probably give you a penalty for that. Okay, so you stand, bang, stand up, and then you present. Okay? Yes?
Is it better to stay down longer and make sure you stick it, or stand up and take a step?
Stand up.
And take a step.
No, you don't want to
That's my question. If you actually need to sit down and fight for that landing, is it better to stay down, or is it better to stand up and possibly
I would say, honestly, I would say it's better to stand up and take a step, because no matter how big your step is, it's going to be 0.1. If you fight and you do this and you end up to do a step, then you'll get 0.2 or maybe 0.3. Okay, so it's maybe it's one answer, but as soon as you're stable, stand up, okay, and then present. Don't rush. The judges are the least important thing in your routine. I keep telling this to the tumblers. They do their pass, focus on looking at the mini when you stand up. Don't turn and look at the judges right away. You're gonna get, if you do this, one step and you present, that's 2/10. Okay? Right away. So 0.1 per judge more, 0.3. 2 passes, 0.6. But sometimes you lose competition or you miss a point for a final by 0.1, 0.2. Landing is a big part of it. Like, I don't know about the percentage, but on the score, it's whatever. But for me, I think it's a bigger portion. Okay, it's where easily everybody here as a group could make a huge difference. Okay? By just being a little bit more conscious about what we're doing when we land. Okay, and I think we've decided that for now on, and we've said until Worlds, but I say and beyond, okay, coaches, athletes, we should make a point of focusing on landing. I understand some people do not have proper landing, or it's soft landing or whatever, but at least you should make it a point, or if you do not do it in mini, do it by practicing skill over, you know, a mat or a dismount or whatever, but it should be part of your regular training to stick passes and find how you are stable, like the leg, the width of your feet, and you know, like the angle in which the skill must be done. So you need to do a lot of repetition in order, and I was really impressed. We did that exercise in tumbling last week, okay? And it was just dismounts over the fast track. And we've just listed that we wanted the athlete to do a certain amount of triple, a certain amount of twist, and a certain amount of landing. Guess what was the last thing that the athlete performed? The landing. Because it's the hardest portion. Okay, some athletes were really good in landing pretty much all the time, their skill, but on one given skill, not on any given skill. What was your skill? Double A. So double A every time was no-brainer. John would go, boom, stick the pass all the time. Then when there's twist involved, that's different. Then like there's likely a step to happen or whatever. Why? Mainly because the skill is over, most of the time. You need to learn how to arrive in the proper angle, a little bit short, in order to create that, like landing, and then you're sticking the pass. Keegan's very good, like the Soen are very good in sticking their passes. Carissa has made a point in working a lot in the past years. Denis, when he competes, a lot. In the other, I'm not too sure. Like, I don't want to pinpoint anybody, but I don't see this being part of your commitment. So it's a place that you can make a difference in your score. Instead of getting 9.3, 9.4, it could be 9.4, 9.6, 9.5, 9.6, just because the pass would be stuck and land in the proper zone as well. I haven't talked about landing in that. See, not even draw here. So.
Not on that one. We grabbed our tumbling one and moved.
Okay, but still, you know, like I'm just talking about the steps. Okay, so just make sure that if you put one foot down, put it back, look in front, and then the judges come after. They're not important. They don't even look at you when you're doing this most of the time. Okay, so don't turn right away to make sure they look at you. You're going to get more deduction if you do that. Okay?
But make a point of selling it too, because you want to show confidence, chest up. You know, you want even if it was the lousiest pass you've done, you land it, stand it up as if it was the best pass you've ever done. Right? Show confidence to the judges.
And upright, not like this. Ryan made a point that some of the athletes, when they land, it looks like this. It doesn't look very professional. Make sure that it's nice and like arms could be here, there. I don't mind, but make sure that you're upright. Okay?
One of the things we wanted to try and do is actually walk away with a probably lots of specific goals, but here's one very specific goal. What if every single landing, every one between now and Worlds and the day after, and beyond, we put serious effort into sticking every single time. We actually tried, seems crazy, what if we tried our absolute hardest to stick every single landing in training, in whatever, not just focus on routines or whatever. It seems odd, but I think it's just cultural. We kind of just don't do that. We land, we sort of take the landing, we walk off. That's just a part of our habit. And if we were to recreate that habit for 7 weeks, and every single landing actually try to do the most perfect landing we could every time we hit the ground, regardless of where we were training, we'd like to see what difference that would make to the team.